Well, a good morning to all of you. It is now the middle of June, early in the morning, and that field that we harvested on our last episode up there, number 4, well, our neighbor decided to give us a chance to cultivate that as well. Apparently we've done a really good job with combining, and now she wanted that cultivated. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and borrow her her tractor and her cultivator. We'll put the tractor on the field and we'll just get right to work. We'll get right into the action and just set him off to work. No need to do a long introduction for that. It's just tractor that's cultivating, right? I've done a bit of perimeter pass just so I don't catch that tree. Should be able to turn around on its own now. But we got chores to do, so why don't we jump over to the farmyard and see what's going on. Just checking in on the little hive shed here, and we do have 6 full skids. That's good. We could potentially put some up here on the trailer as well as the deck, but we'll see. Might not be the first order of business. Maybe something I can do in the meantime while it's cultivating and doing its thing. But I want to go check the eggs as well, just to see how much we have. See if we're starting to stack up here. Oh yeah, just about 6 skids. You can see that one skid is got one corner empty there. So we're pretty near doing another shipment here. Chickens look really healthy. They're doing good. We're just going to take a quick look at our feeder. We have 47,000 liters of food. Perfect. Just what we wanted to see. Meanwhile, back at our other yard, we're going to take a look and see how the pigs are doing. Now, health still shows at 0. Not sure why. But it does show 20 animals, lots of food, a lot of slurry, a lot of straw, and I'm going to have to clean up this pile at some point, but seems like this pig is really enjoying this straw, just laying right up in it. Maybe I'll have to leave it there. They look very content. I'm not sure, but I have yet to figure out where to put the water, because I think that's the only thing holding us back from getting really good health on these animals. So I'll continue to study up on that and see what I can find. I'm sure you guys probably didn't know that I dumped a bunch of straw here. This is all for the bedding. It'll serve its purpose a little later on. But I figured I needed a place to store it, and that spot was what I chose. But you know, we should maybe get some sheep as well. I think it's about time. And I'm pretty sure you guys would all agree it's probably the right time to get some sheep while we're out doing chores. In the sheep menu here, we have 4 different options for sheep. The land race we have here are completely white Steinschaft. German word, literally translates to stone sheep. Black faces, white wool. Interesting. We have the Swiss black brown mountain, brown wool, black face, and the black Welsh mountain. So I don't think that there is any outstanding benefit from one or the other. I at least can't see any that would set them apart. So what I'm thinking, you know, maybe we'll get 5 apiece, just so we get 20 each. And I'm gonna go for the older ones. I don't want completely young ones. So these are definitely the older ones. Why don't we go for 5? Yes. And we'll go with this one. Let's also get 5. And these, select by 5 as well. And the black Welsh finally. there we are. And would you look at that? Already they're inside of our pens. They're looking real frisky, those. Interesting. So I'm going to have to go and bring them some food. And I think bringing food should not be very hard to do. I believe I do have some hay somewhere, and if I don't, I will come and bring them food right away. I knew I was storing a bunch of hay for a good reason, and I think we just found it. Our sheep needed some hay. So there you go, there's one truckload. I'll go and haul this off back to the sheep, and let's see what they do for health-wise. We'll probably have to let the hours slip ahead a little bit, and before too long we should know how they are liking their hay. I guess now to find out where I can dump this so that it will make sense. Oh, looks like we found a trigger point right here. There you go, you frisky little wool creatures here. Let's get you some hay. I might have to do 2 or 3 rounds of this, I'm not sure, but I think for now we can probably just do that and see how they're feeling about themselves. Right on. We got ourselves the hay all the way full, and for some reason it still looks like I can do silage, which kind of confuses me. I didn't think that sheep would eat silage, but you know what? If they want to have silage, by all means we can do that. We can definitely give them silage. Seeing as we're going to have to give them a fair bit of silage, I think it's only fair that we go and use the bigger truck and trailer. That way we can make sure that we bring them enough. So there we go, that's the trailer. I'll have to swing this truck around, and then we'll go and grab some silage to put in the truck. See if I can do this in a way that it actually works. These are a bit tight quarters in here. Sometimes I wish these spouts were not exactly inside a building, because it does make it quite tedious to get in here. But it looks like it wants to fill, but honestly it's kind of filling up beside the truck. But hey, with this, whatever you want to call it, magic or witchcraft, I don't know what it was, but we got that truck full and I just hit my door frame. What a shame. Alright, we got 39,000 liters of silage. We're gonna go off, bring that to the sheep, see if they'll like that. And the moment of truth. Let us see if our sheep actually want silage. Huh. Does not appear so, not at that trigger point anyway. I'll keep rolling it ahead. Maybe there's just a different trigger point for the silage. Or is it because I filled up hay completely full now, it won't take silage? Kinda hard to tell. But either way, it's not taking on silage right now, so we'll just leave it as is. No harm done. I'll simply dump this in our TMR silo, and we'll let that turn into TMR. Just as simple as that. I'm just checking in on our worker here, and I would say there's a good third of the field done. That is fantastic. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they got a big chunk done already. Yeah, probably about a third. Oh, that is just beautiful. Love to see it. And they even knew how to do that little corner piece there. That's good. Awesome. We'll let him continue to do his thing. Let's go see what other troubles we can get ourselves into. You know, I figure since we're waiting around for our cultivator and all that to finish, I could do some yard cleanup, and one of those things is this header. This is my header that I've had since the beginning, and I think we recently found out that we could go with a bit of a bigger one, so it only stands to reason I should bring this one back to the store, trade it in for a bigger one. The one on our yard is a leased one, so I'm going to try to load that one up as well, and we'll bring both of the headers back and we'll go and purchase ourselves a new one. How does that sound? Oh yeah. No hopping. Come on. This is going to prove to be a bit of a funny situation, isn't it? Get over there. Beautiful. Let me just tap that a little bit, and maybe a little bit on this corner. Try not to scuff too much of the paint. Oh, that was an outrageous amount of tapping. Don't want to do that. Just a little tap. That's all I'm looking for. Come on. That's it right there. Alrighty. We'll tie this bad boy on, just so it doesn't run away on us. Perfect. And I think we'll put the other header on the trailer. We'll mount this entire unit together, and let's see what if we can't bring all that back to the store. You've got to hand it to the little skid steer. It's actually quite capable, you know, for as tiny as of a machine as it is. And it is by no means the biggest skid steer in the game. This is just an old classic Massey Ferguson skid steer, but it handles this quite well. It is honestly a little bit surprising. Yes, there's a little bit of bouncing going on. We get that, but overall though, how can you not be impressed with this? Come on. Just the headers themselves are a little jumpy, but the skid steer itself is quite capable of lifting an astounding amount of weight. Now, if only this header would cooperate with me, then we would all be better off for it. Not sure if I was scraping the fender or what the deal was, but we pretty well got her where we want her now. Just need to push it in a bit. That's it. Yeah. Alright. And a little love tap on this side too. Beautiful. Could not have asked for better myself. Skid steer can go over here. Perfect. Go and tie this header down as well, so it doesn't run off on me. Got a few more straps on this one. Alright, time to get the truck all hooked up, and we'll go cruise off to the store. When you're looking at the two headers, you can definitely see which one has been used the most this season. The one on the truck box, that's my original one that I bought, and the one on the trailer is the one that I was leasing. And yeah, there's quite the stark difference, shall we say, as far as colors go. One is just terribly muddy. It's honestly a little bit hilarious, but there we go. We'll bring her back to the shop, and then we'll go see if we can purchase ourselves a header, actually get a bigger one. Now, the one that we returned was the 18-footer, and our combine was quite happy to pull that thing around. Seemed like it did not really affect it at all. 18 feet, which would be, yeah, no, these are all in meters. Oh dear. So we got the 14 foot, the 18, that's 5.5 meters. Now we got the 20 footer, which is 6.1. And you know, that's what I'm leaning toward. I think our combine is now capable of pulling the 20 footer. So that's, you know, that I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy ourselves the 20 footer. I think that should do for us. There we are. Now, question is that going to be too big for our combine or not? There's only one way to find out. I don't know if it'll be this episode, but we'll find out soon enough. We brought the header home, and I think it's almost time to either get a longer trailer or we need to get us an actual header wagon. One or the other. But it'll be interesting to see if our combine will be able to tote this thing around. I had to bring the combine to the store just to load this up, and so the combine's on its way back home, and then we'll take it off of the trailer and go park it off to the side somewhere. I think it's time that we see how this header looks. You guys haven't seen it yet, so I need to share with you guys. Yeah, definitely need a header wagon because my combine kind of tipped a bit high to get that header off of the trailer. But we can see with that long spout, there's still lots of room for the auger wagon. I think this is a really nice fit. I think so. I think, you know, that actually looks really good. Like, can you just imagine zooming along like this? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nothing wrong with this header. Perfect. Then I'm going to park it over here where the other header is. And I'll park the combine. And we'll go check in on the cultivator again. It appears things are going along really well for the cultivator. What's he got? 60% done? Maybe a little more? That is just gorgeous. He's definitely worked hard. This episode should be done before we know it. Yeah, no, that looks really good. I got no complaints here. We are coming up on that final pass now. And for some reason it's cultivating half of the road, but that's kind of besides the point. You can see that, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. He's going to knock over that sign. I cannot have him knocking over the sign, or else the municipality is going to get me in trouble. The county is going to get me in trouble for you Americans. You guys know what I mean. I'm just going to squiggle its way back here and rehire. And we'll finish off that little strip. In the meantime, I have parked my combine back in its spot. My header is back where it belongs. Truck is back where it belongs. Tractors are all back where they belong. We haven't even used any tractors this episode. My goodness. Is this farming simulator or was this transporter simulator? I can't even tell. But yes. That is it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. We will see you in the next one, but till then, take care of yourselves and have a fantastic weekend.